These are the great wing shooting destinations of the world, steeped in tradition, offering the pinnacle of shotgun sport. Tour the planet with us.
Hi, I'm Chris Barther. There are many fine wing shooting destinations in the United States. Today I am visiting one which is considered among the very best.
To a sportsman, when the state of Oregon comes to mind, one usually thinks of fishing, salmon streams, or activity on the Columbia River. But farther east from Portland, about 2 hours, you're into central Oregon. Rolling hills, high desert, beautiful country, and home to one of the finest wing shooting lodges in the country, Highland Hills Ranch.
I have to say, coming to Oregon, I didn't know what to expect. And I was absolutely delighted and surprised when we turned into the valley and you see these great rolling hills and this wonderful vista of the valley rising up to the lodge set up high in the hills. It's spectacular.
Highland Hills Ranch came about 10 years ago when we purchased this ranch. We bought it originally because I'm an avid wing shooter, loved the bird hunt, was also a farm boy that was very intrigued about the farming. We created not only the cherry orchards out here, but also all the irrigated crops, which makes it just a fabulous wing shooting paradise.
Highland Hills Ranch is a sporting estate built into 3,000 acres of Central Oregon landscape.
A manicured hunter's paradise is the only way I can describe it. It is spectacular. It's probably some of the nicest laid out hunting fields, scenic views when you're on the top of the rolling hills looking down into the valleys. It is just an absolutely must-see, must-shoot for any wing shooting enthusiast. Scotland's John McNabb of the Clan McNabb set a challenge for every sportsman when he took a red stag, salmon on the fly and a brace of grouse in one day. Here at Highland Hills Ranch, Dennis McNabb of the Clan McNabb has set his own challenge, a grand slam. Hun, chukar, valley quail and pheasant all in one day. It requires good dogs, good birds and good shooting. And I'm going to give it a try today. Wow, what a fantastic day.
It's a beautiful day. We've had about 3 weeks of just beautiful weather.
The morning starts early. After a big breakfast, it's a chance to meet their guide.
Chris, this is our guide today, Ron Phelan.
How do you do, Ron? Chris Barther, pleasure to meet you.
I think the first hunt we'll do today is up on top, and we'll go check some of the Irmak out for some chukars today.
Sounds good. Let's load up and get up there. I'm looking forward to it.
Get into the trucks and head out to the beautiful rolling countryside in hopes of filling out their McNabb.
Shoulders out.
First stop, the high ground on top of the hills in search of chukar.
I'm looking forward to hunting with Dennis today. You know, what a great place to begin. You know, up here on top of the rolling hills, the vista, the sky. You know, I'm just looking forward to the chukar and a great day ahead.
We're doing some chukar hunting, getting the first phase of our grand slam, hopefully. This is my favorite area to hunt. I love the rolling hills, the big open country. You get to see the dog work. It's fantastic.
We have a point here. Whoa, Jade.
Oh!
Nice double, Dennis.
I got a double, Chris.
Yeah. I thought that double was pretty impressive.
Hey, on chukars, you always want to reload quickly. Oh, there we go.
What's that about reloading quickly again?
As I was just mentioning, on chukars, you always want to reload quickly because there's always singles that hang around after a covey. Oh, there we go again.
You know, the word that springs to mind is magnificent. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous place.
You know, I've owned this place for 10 years, and every time I drive in, I just go, wow.
I can believe it. Must be very proud of it.
Very, very proud. Well, Chris, it's beautiful up here, and I love to hunt here, but if we're going to get that grand slam for you today, we're going to have to go down to the valley floor and look for the Huns along the food plots.
Sounds good to me.
This is Central Oregon, rolling hills and beautiful vistas. Chris Batha is at the beautiful Highland Hills Ranch, a hunting resort which ranks among the finest in the West.
Highland Hills Ranch has been written about in many magazines and been a feature article in most. And it's no wonder. You know, the ranch is a magnificent lodge set in some wonderful rolling hills and a fantastic valley, which, quite honestly, is a hunter's Eden, a wing shooter's paradise. The McNabb family who own it are the most charming and nicest of people. The shooting is excellent, first class, world class, if not some of the best in North America. And as far as I'm concerned, no wonder they're the premier wing shooting destination for the northern states of America.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Chris is sharing a field with Dennis McNabb, who purchased the land and designed Highland Hills Ranch to be a perfect wing shooting experience.
When I was looking for a piece of property, being an avid wing shooter, I was looking for an area that had several different species of birds, and this part of Oregon has native to it the Hungarian partridge, the chukar partridge, the valley quail, and also the pheasant. Here we have 6 miles of waterway that lends itself to great cover for not only the quail and the huns and the pheasant, and then we have the rolling hills here that is the perfect spot for the chukar. As I'm sitting here talking, I hear in the background some of the huns and chukars talking to us now.
Today, Chris and Dennis are after what they call at Highland the McNabb, a day filled with the pursuit of 4 different species of birds.
Push him up, Molly. Push him up, Molly. Nice job. Good work.
Hunting the high country, they filled their chukar sport in the morning. Now it's to the lower areas of the ranch in search of Hungarian partridge.
Contrast down here from up on the desert hills, when you look at the mile of, you know, the cover crop there and this lush grass, you know, it's almost must be a constant watering process.
We start irrigating in April and never finish till about September.
That's got to be an expensive hobby.
Well, it is a very expensive hobby, but it makes for wonderful wing shooting.
Point here. The hunting of the Hun was spectacular. You know, very similar, you know, close cousin to the chukar, but totally different flight characteristics. They held well. The dog work was superb. They held well to the point.
There goes your Hun, Chris. Nice shot.
It was a really good flush.
Whoa, Molly. Push him up, Molly. Push him up, Molly.
Well, Chris, I think I got part of my grand slam. You got yours a little while ago. We're on track.
I just love doing the dog work. Whenever the dogs do what they're supposed to do, what I want them to do, that's what I enjoy. And then the opportunity to meet all different kinds of people that come here to the lodge and hunt. It's really a great opportunity to meet different types of people out here.
There's a point up ahead.
Look at that point. Oh, there we go.
Double?
Yeah! Chris, nice shot.
I'm afraid in England it's considered crass bad manners to brown the flock or take 2 birds with 1 shot, but it wasn't my fault. The He actually got up separate and then veered across the path just as I pulled the trigger. But I suppose it's a double, so I'm keeping up with Dennis on that point.
He says that was an accident. I'm not quite convinced of that yet, but so he tells me. Well, Chris, if you want to tie a fly tonight with those feathers, we can do some salmon fishing tomorrow.
Well, truthfully, at the moment, you know, we've walked so far, I've worked an appetite up. You got any more of those marvelous lunches we could try?
Well, they'd probably have one just for you in there. And then we could finish, hopefully finish our Grand Slam after lunch.
That would work great for me.
Let's go.
You missed.
There are few lodges in the United States that offer the chance to shoot 4 different species of birds at one location.
Good dog, right here. Cold.
Here in Highland Hills, with this diversity of the valley vistas and the rolling hills, we have the opportunity to hunt all 4 of these species, which they consider to be the Grand Slam. And I like to refer to it as a McNab.
Even many shooting preserves will offer only 2 types of birds. Highland Hills Ranch in Central Oregon is not a shooting preserve.
We have the opportunity to take all 4 species in the one day, which is the hun, the chukar, the cock pheasant, and the valley quail.
Good dog.
Highland is a hunting resort, all in a picturesque setting on Central Oregon's rolling hills.
I grew up in this country and had a great appreciation for it, but didn't realize how many other people would appreciate the West out here.
Anytime you can bring joy to somebody for a few days, that's a wonderful thing. And I think we're able to do that here. And not only do we bring joy to people, but people truly bring joy to us. So it's not work. It's a wonderful thing to be a part of.
It's been fantastic because it allows us to meet people from all over the world that come out here and wing shoot with us, and it's been a great experience for Sandy and I to be able to share the ranch with people.
Did you get some lunch as well? Yeah. We had a great lunch. I'm all primed and ready. I'm fed, watered. I'm ready to go again. What are we going to look for this time, Rob?
I think we're going to work with Milo for some pheasants.
All right. Well, one of my favourite birds. You can't beat a good pheasant.
Chris has filled 2 slots in the pursuit of his McNab. Next up is a colorful rooster.
We're having a hard time getting our Grand Slam on the pheasant. We kept missing. I kept thinking this was going to be the easiest part of the Grand Slam, and it turned out to take us the longest.
There he goes.
There he goes. There's your bird. Oh, there's mine.
Never, Molly.
There goes one right there.
I think you just know where they are, you know.
The dogs were working. They were both birdie. We thought the bird was going to be up over at Chris's area because that's where the dogs had last been working and on point. And then this pheasant, I think, ran around behind us and circled around and got in front of me on my side and took off right in front of me.
Let's go find me one.
Okay. I feel better already that I got one.
They were pretty spooky. The dog's done a great job, and we practically walked to Portland and back, but we did get the rooster I was looking for. Pretty spectacular. He took off and turned me round, came up over my shoulder. I turned round and looked straight into the sun, but lucky second barrel, we got a good, nice rooster, good looking bird. Boy, dog's done an excellent job on us. The pointers were fantastic, and I do like working over the flushing dog. That's you know, really adds a little bit of fun to it. He goes in there, or she goes in there with such enthusiasm, Molly, and no wonder those birds fly so hard when they come out of the cover.
Oh, there you go, Chris! Nice shot, Chris!
Second barrel. He put a pheasant up that broke left, and I went left with him, and then he dropped the shoulder and went round the defender and veered right on me, and I shot where he used to be with the first barrel and connected with the second, and that was a pretty nice shot. By then he was a good 35-40 yards away. I think it was, you know, lucky, you know, that's why they called it hunting, but I lucky second barrel there. Right, we can go look for that valley quail now.
I think we better.
It's going to be dark soon. We're going against time here.
I'm going to let you become part of the clan. We got to get to work.
Yeah.
Watch him out, Molly. Watch him out, Molly.
There you go. Take it.
A wing shooter's request is usually pretty humble. Good birds, a good dog, maybe a friend or two. Usually adds up to a great day in the field. Chris Batha has that type of day going for himself. He's hunting with Dennis McNabb, owner of Highland Hills Ranch. So far, they've taken 3 of the 4 birds required for the desired McNabb.
I got a double, Chris.
Dennis McNabb is, you know, the consummate host. He's just a pleasant guy, just really easygoing, thoroughly passionate about his wing shooting, and has been since he was a young boy, hence the Highland Hills Ranch. And, you know, just if I was invited again, I'd repeat it every time. I'd always make sure I took up the invitation. Just a pleasure to go out and hunt with the men.
Well, Chris, this is going to be our last chance for the Grand Slam. The sun's starting to set on us. We're about ready to do it.
Well, we're losing light, so let's get to it.
Well, I want to make you honorary member of the McNabb clan. So
Really?
let's get it.
All that's left to complete their feat, valley quail.
By the time we got to shoot to look for the valley quail, you know, which was the 4th bird of the Grand Slam here, I was under a little bit of pressure. We were losing sunlight, but down in that valley we were just catching a nice sort of golden hue, and it was spectacular. The reflection of light across the wheat and cover crops made it very, very special. I mean, stunning scenery, you know, it's worth walking through, let alone to hunt it.
You know, I don't get to hunt all that often out here, so it's been a pleasure not only hunting with Chris, but hunting behind such great dogs and seeing the dog work. I mean, that's a treat to see. Enjoyed it thoroughly. I might even start hunting a little more now.
We got a point up in front. I just, you know, it's a cliche, but I just love to see the dogs work. When you see a point like that.
Yeah, this is my favorite part, is the dog work. Oh, there we go.
Oh, good
I
shot.
got my Grand Slam, Chris.
Hey.
Had a great day today. Getting to go hunting with a renowned shooting instructor and actually getting that Grand Slam before him, that kind of made my day for many days to come.
Somewhere along the lines, you know, the guide, Ron, was a nice guy, but you know, he does work for Dennis, and I think he was getting some of the more favoured positions and a bit better dog work, in my opinion. We went down to the quail field where they like next to the creek, and plenty of cover and good food for them. And we're going along there, walking through the tall grass, and the pointer locked up.
Dog on point, right here, right here.
Once again, the Molly done her job.
Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
Nice shot, Chris.
Why, thank you, sir.
You're a member now.
The official McNabb Club?
You're the official McNabb. You're
Yeah.
McNabb of McNabb now.
I'll be in Princes Street, Edinburgh at the tartan shop, buy myself the kilt.
Yes. Nice shot. Had a great flush. Chris got a couple, I got one. Actually, we completed our Grand Slam, both of us.
I had a nice hard left shot, which was a good distance, and then came back and had a right as well. So left and right, pretty spectacular shooting as far as I'm concerned. And that's the Valley Quill. That's the one I've been looking for.
That's what you've been looking for.
And that completes the Grand Slam.
Yes, congratulations.
Hey, thank you. That's a pretty special day there, Dennis. So thank you very much, sir.
You're very welcome.
And some brilliant dog work. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I have to say, I've had some good experiences shot all over the world, but that's going to rank as one of the best days ever. That was a great experience. Thank you all.
Well, you're very welcome. Every once in a while in the sporting world, we get an individual that goes above and beyond what most people can achieve. And what that is achieving the Highland Hills Grand Slam. Getting in a single hunt, a chucker, a pheasant, a quail, and a hunt. That doesn't happen very often, and it takes a lot of work. There's only one rule to this